Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wonder and Awe Productions presents Circle Up, offering songs and stories through the wires during this bizarre time of existence. I'm your host, resident artist, and producer extraordinaire, Brenda Carsey. Joining me today are artists Petra, who's a band, McKail Seely, and Kid Lightning. Tonight, each artist will share one song at a time in a round for a total of 3 rounds with stories and discussion peppered throughout. We will be accepting donations today via both Venmo and PayPal, which will be split evenly amongst all artists. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey. PayPal is contact@brendacarseyart.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section there. And this information is also in the description section of this live video so that you can easily copy paste and not worry about spelling. And all of the artists performing tonight's Instagrams and Facebook pages are also there for you so you can follow everybody and keep in touch and all that stuff. And now let's bring in our artists. So the first person we are going to bring in tonight is McKail Seely. We're bringing in McKail. Are you there, my dear? Hi.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you so much. Just got to get her set up.
Yeah, you gotta set it up. Do your dot thing. Do that dot dot dot.
I
She
did
did it.
I
Woo!
did it.
Girl, she fast. First of all, while you're here, let's just go ahead and say happy birthday.
Aw, thank you. Thanks.
It was your birthday yesterday.
Yeah, big 27, you know.
Wow. This is your year where you find out if you're an idiot or a druggie or not. Just kidding.
Right, which we already know the answer to all of those things, unfortunately. No, 27, it feels like a rebirth a little bit. Yeah.
That's cool. Man, it's so when I booked you for this, I don't think I knew that it was like literally your birthday, and I'm like, it's perfect now. It's a birthday show. I love it.
Exactly. You guilt all of your friends and family into coming because it's your birthday. It's perfect.
Exactly. It's perfect. Awesome. I'm happy to have you here. That's McKail Seely, everybody. And where'd your face go? There you are. There you are.
There I am.
And now we're gonna welcome now Kid Lightning as our second artist tonight. Kid Lightning coming in. Just got to give him a little second here.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, we're going horizontal.
I know the phones always take a minute because we gotta like switch it and flip it and do all that. How are you doing?
So far, so good.
Yeah. I just have to say for the public out there that I am so blessed for this person for like a bajillion reasons. But the reason that is exactly right now is because, so some of you may know that a band named Fellow Robot was scheduled to perform tonight, and the lead singer was sick. We don't think it's COVID as of right now, but he was sick, and he told me that he wasn't able to do it. So I was like, oh gosh, I don't, so I hit up like 2 people to try to fill the spot. And then I was like, that's as much energy as I'm willing to spend on this. And then I was like, Kid Lightning, would you like to play music again online for people? And he obliged.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, even if the circumstances are sad.
Yeah. Well, they're happy. They're happy now because you're here.
Yay! And also, happy belated birthday, McKail.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So exciting. Okay, so that's Kid Lightning. Sorry, what?
Oh, I just said I've been spending my birthday with a lot of animals. Since I couldn't be around people, I figured animals, you know.
That's amazing. So. I love that. That's so sweet. So we're going to talk more about that in a second because I want to ask questions. But for right now, let's go ahead and bring in our final artiste, which is a band. And we have Petra coming at us here. And they're coming and they're coming and they're here. Caught you off guard. Boo. No. How y'all doing?
Good. Excellent.
Yay. I'm so glad to have you guys here. So excited.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
I met Petra at a So Far Sound show in San Pedro, I don't know, a year ago? Maybe more. I don't remember.
Ever ago.
Yeah. And then you guys performed with a friend of mine who does the 6660s, Brian.
Yes.
For the satellite. I actually did that show too. And then as soon as I saw that he booked you guys, I was like, "There's fucking awesome!" And then I was like, "I should book them too." So that's like, I was like, "Oh yeah." So that's how they're here right now.
Yeah.
So I doubt Brian's watching, but if you are, thanks, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
But I'm so glad to have everyone here. Where's everyone coming from? I always like to let people know like where in the world or country. Yeah. So McKail, we'll start with you. Where are you at right now?
I am in Monterey County in a small town, very just in the middle of nowhere. Dare I say it, Trump land.
Woo!
So a little scared,
So
a little
funny.
scared.
So
I'm
funny.
getting a little hot just talking about it. Not in a good way. Not in a good kind of hot.
You're so funny.
No, but it's cool. I'm with my friend's dad, who owns Brenda. You know Tim Davis. His dad has a ranch up here, and he's got supposedly 80 horses, but I've only seen like a group of 25 of them huddle. So
wow. Only 25 though. Only.
I know, it's honestly, it doesn't even seem real, and I've been here for 2 days. So
that's incredible. I love that.
Yeah.
Kid Lightning, where are you coming from?
Pasadena, California.
Pasadena, California.
25 feet away, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I love this. And then Chase Petra, where y'all coming from?
Where are we? Well, we're in the studio in Gardena. Is that how you say it? Gardena.
Gardenia.
But we live in Long Beach.
Yeah, we're a short drive from home.
Yeah.
Nice. So we're all in California for this show, and we're really happy to have everybody. Thank you so much for everybody who's tuning in and watching. We're going to start music right now, and just get it going. So we're going to kick it off with a birthday girl, Chase Petra Missus. Yesterday was McKail's birthday, so McKail's going to go first, bitches. Woo! So we're going to let you get nice and big, honey. We're going to mute ourselves. We'll see you on the other side.
Okay, sounds good. I don't know why I show up to the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden I am Southern. So that's the thing. All right, so this is called Love Me Too, and I wrote it at the beginning of quarantine. I'm not going to say anything else. So here we go. I couldn't love you like you wanted. You always seem so disappointed in me. Was it love or me? All I wanted was somebody to hold. You needed more than I could have ever shown. I wish I'd known. A shadow from my past keeps lingering, playing the same sad scene. But what if all that we were is all we'll ever be? Before you fall for anyone, you better fall in love with you. So when the right one comes along, you won't have anything to lose. And love me too. Every time I got an invitation, you'd sit and whine, losing all your patience for me. But I never asked you to wait patiently. love me too.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Thank
Dude,
you.
that's a banger. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that was beautiful.
Yeah, loved it.
Thanks, Mel. Thanks, guys. Nice. It's honestly my ego just like had an orgasm because hearing claps, I was like, oh my gosh, it still exists.
It exists. Dude, I really love like the whole song and I love the hook of that song. It's so true. You got to fall in love with you, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
also you said something where you were like, I didn't ask you to wait patiently, and I was like, yes, bitch. You
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. I also like could hear the orchestration. I was like, and I hate, okay, I'm going to be that person that I hate. I fucking hate when people are like, it sounds like this, but I'm about to do that. But I can hear like total like Mazzy Star like orchestration as far as like just swampy magic.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
I vibe with that.
Yeah.
1,000%.
yes.
Dude, so Frank, hi Frank. Frank says that he has seen you, McKail, at Hotel Cafe and Republic of Pie.
Hi.
And with yeah, and then with Lucy at Lucky Strike, he said he's been at one of
Oh,
those
well, I
shows.
know Frank, if it's the Frank I'm thinking of.
I'm sure. Yeah. Malfitano. And everyone say hi. So my mom, Carla, and Will's mom, Bonnie, they're both watching. Let's say hi,
Hi,
moms.
Hi,
Mom.
moms.
My mom might be watching too. Oh.
Yeah? If you hey, all the moms that are watching, please comment and we will mom hi you.
Yeah.
Katie Ludden said that voice with a happy little love heart face. And Bonnie says rich, powerful, emotional voice and lyrics gorge. And Frank is clapping and Bonnie's clapping. And Ashley, what's up, Ashley? Oh, little baby. I miss you a lot. Ashley's clapping, Carla's clapping, we're all clapping. And that means that we're gonna keep it going. Let's jump into I'm gonna do Kid Lightning. Let's flippity flop it around. So Kid Lightning, you ready?
All right. Yes.
All right. Here we go.
So this is a song that is becoming more and more relevant as we enter into a bizarre phase of modernity where we're challenged to either find empathy or not. Hopefully we do. Millions of misunderstandings, congresses of deluded minds, so many silently repeating an unearned mantra that's defined our times. I am special, I am special, but no more. I'm trying to get right with something bigger than myself. Ooh, bigger than myself. Ooh. We've come to find every town has its compass, every town has its own true north. A kind of honesty backs their currency, and there's always a prospector looking to score. He silently says, I am special, I am special, but no more. I'm trying to get right with something bigger than myself. Ooh, bigger than myself. It's easy if you're smart to lie, but in your heart's eye you should see the wealth of the world. It comes from loving the meek. This is the era of the taker. Our architecture's just built that way. Escher ladders lead in circles. Heartless hunters take the honest as their prey. They say, I am special. I am special. But no more. I'm trying to get right with something. But no more. I'm trying to get right with something bigger than myself. Ooh, bigger than myself. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So good. So good.
What'd you say, Hunter?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, just kidding.
Brooke.
With the mouse blocked.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, I said that was awesome.
That was
And
awesome.
yeah, I really dug your lyrics.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, especially like the ones that like strike me the most is an unearned mantra that's defined our time. I am special. And then this is the era of the taker.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things are like for me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
amazing as always. I always love how honest and truthful you are. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Just trying to be a little bit more honest these days.
Yeah.
Good.
It's so true. And like Will and I have talked about this before about that song specifically because I was telling him he hasn't released that yet. And I was like, I guarantee you when you release that song, everyone's going to be like, I am special. That's the only thing they're going to remember because that's how. And then it's going to be like, that's not. It says, but no more. Like
Yeah.
it's. We're supposed to,
Right.
that's my very dark joke.
It'll
About.
be a Nirvana moment for sure.
So funny. Bonnie Brewster says this dude needs 1,000 peep audience at least. Great lyrics, great song, and funny.
Hard minute.
Minimum. And then Frank is clapping. Carla says love the song, Will. Kid Lightning. And then Bonnie says that your phrasing is terrific as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was all right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And now, friends, I think it's time for more music. So we are going to welcome Chase Petra to do their first song. Are you ready?
So ready?
Here you go.
So this is an old one. It's one of our first single, and it's about growing up and hating it. Last time I checked, this wasn't real life, and we were just kids. Last time I checked, I wasn't a mess, just a little undid. Last time I checked.
Oh, so good.
So good.
You guys are like really tight. Got like a lot of togetherness in your sound. It's so good.
Real, Brenda, real tight.
You guys are like really tight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I-
I just realized you guys probably can't hear like a word we're saying.
Not like every word, but I could tell that you're saying that like obviously unfamiliar things and that you are. What did you hear the most, McKail? Pick out a phrase.
I heard unfamiliar things, but I'm also just impressed that I could hear you at all through the mask, because that seems very difficult. And the fact that like your tone of your voice came through, and like overall just your guys' sound is really cool. And I love how you guys are very like rhythmic, and things are just, I don't know, there's elements that are, it was just so easy to groove to. I loved it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid Lightning, what'd you hear?
Well, first of all, can't wait to see you live. That seems like that would be a really fun show. Like, I'm so down. And then I kind of got like the vibe that it's about like how we're forced to grow up really fast and in a really weird way, particularly nowadays. And I totally relate to that. Time gets like super compressed with technology and
Yeah.
you know terrifying things in the world and stuff. We're forced to grapple with that at a much younger age. So yeah, I relate.
Thank you.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, so let me go. Oh, so Debbie Dixon. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
That's her mom. We got triple moms right now. We're just, McKail, you better text your mom. What the fuck? I'm just,
She's just like me, so she's gonna be here in an hour.
so funny. I love it. Bonnie's clapping. Chase Petra. Debbie says, this makes a mom proud. So cute. Bonnie says, sounds vintage with your masks, like the recording. And oh, Clark Chimp is in the house. What's up, Clark?
Hey, what's up, Clark?
Clark wrote, mask singing is the new black. Is the new black, like the TV show, I guess. Yeah. I do like, I do totally respect and commemorate that you commemorate. That's not the right word, but that you guys are masking up for each other's safeties and like keeping one another in mind. Because I know that, Evan, are you feeling okay?
Oh, yeah, I feel great.
Yay! Because I was like,
Negative.
yeah, oh, your tests were negative?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys, Laura Seely is here.
You know,
That's
she was
McKail's
there
mom.
the whole time. She heard my comment earlier, which was probably not mom appropriate.
That's so
fine.
funny. Hi, Laura. No, she just said that they're listening at the cabin right now. That's so fun. We love that.
Yeah.
Yay. All right, so I'm going to hop into my first song now. So here I go. So the first song that I'm going to do tonight is called This Damn Place, because I felt like doing it tonight. All right. Taller, little taller. Too much responsibility always seems to follow me. Try to get my feet wet, but the world won't seem to let me do that yet. When you gonna come my way, take me away from this damn place and these bills to pay. When you gonna come my way, take me away from the struggle and responsibility. Try to live let my head down. But half the time I find it's bound. Trying to loosen up my belt, but those just weren't the cards that I was dealt. No, when you gonna come my way, take me away from this damn place and these bills to pay. When you gonna come my way, take me away from the struggle and responsibility. Sometimes I feel I could cry. My pockets are running dry. Each day we're losing time. Can't seem to make things right. When you go to come my way, take me away from this damn place and these bills to pay. When you go to come my way, take me away from the struggle and yeah. Thanks, friends.
So good.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Your
You know.
voice is dumb. It's dumb.
Aw.
No,
Yay? No.
it's great. You remind me of this old Hollywood star. I think her name's Meredith Dietrich. I'll have to send you a picture.
Marlene
But
Dietrich.
yeah,
Who's that?
is that who it is? Anyways, you just always, whenever I see like old like Hollywood movie stars, I'm like, Brenda. Like it's like a couple of them that I'm like, I don't know. You just have this like old school thing going on that's really awesome.
Oh, thanks, girl. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's funny. That was like my pity party song. When I wrote that, I was like, I'm just gonna complain about how I have no money and how I don't want to be responsible for anything.
I mean,
We
relatable
feel
content.
it, yeah.
Like, yeah, like you say, take me away from these damn bills and
Responsibilities.
like, I mean, yeah,
I know.
that's just it, isn't
I
it?
know.
That's it.
Like paying rent this year, you know.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
What's up with
Yeah.
that? Oh my god. Ah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Bonnie or Carla says, love the lyrics and the richness of your voice. Thank you so much. And Bonnie says, great song, Brenda. Ready for primetime woman. Woo! Thank you. Clark Chim said, classic BC. You spoil us. That's so sweet. Oh, and then Bonnie knew Marlene Dietrich. I'll have to look her up because I don't know her by name. Debbie Dixon said, great voice and words about growing up. I think that was about your guys' song. And then Marlene Dietrich is legendary, said Frank. Okay, everybody knows who this person is. So I'll look them up, I promise. Dad says it's time for us to open Black Orchid, said Bonnie. Will?
Okay.
Okay. So funny. So anyway, so thank you so much for everyone who's watching. We just finished our first round. It's not over yet. We have 2 more rounds, which means every artist is doing another 2 songs. I just want to welcome you to Circle Up. This is a weekly event that's going definitely to the end of this year. We have different artists every week. This evening, I'm joined by McKail Seely and Kid Lightning and Chase Petra. And my name is Brenda Carsey. I do want to throw out there that we are accepting donations this evening. If you have it within your means to offer support for us, we are sharing everything completely evenly. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section. And all of that is in the description section of this live video. If you click see more, it'll expand and you'll see that information I just said, as well as every artist's Instagram and Facebook, so that you can follow everybody and keep in touch. And with that, let's jump into round 2. So that's McKail. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
As ready as I'll ever be. Well, let me back up a little bit. All right. This is a song that's the title is a song that I release into the world. So hopefully people like it. Feel like you. Now you don't fill me up the same. Pour myself out, 'cause I have to. I don't see it any other way. What if I stayed happy? And my heart brought me back to you. Something inside needed breaking. I'm sorry if I broke you too, but I had to give. Don't know what you had till you lose everything. I knew that I had to let on, but all that I don't need. Coming up, can I take a break from this mess I've made? Give myself a little love, 'cause right now we're where I need to be. Silence comes on, my thoughts stay real. With regret running down my cheek. Thought I knew you meant for me. I just wish we would have ended differently. But I had to give up. Don't know what you had. Lose everything. I knew that I had to leave you all that I want, but all that I don't. I'm slowly, can I take a break from this mess I've made? Give myself a little love. Now is where I need, where I'm supposed to be. My songs, they're about the same thing because I wrote them all at the same time.
Aw. Was that one inspired by anyone else outside of you too?
um, uh, outside of myself? What do you mean?
Through the band.
I know I hear yeah, I do hear the band, but that's okay.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. I'm lost.
No, sorry. Chase Petra can hear a band like practicing next to where they are.
Oh, I see.
And then
I see.
and then I was just asking if there was like another person in your life, you don't have to name them, that like was inspiring like this place of writing music, or if it was purely solitude.
Yeah, it was essentially a breakup that I went to. That I arrived to. No, that I went through at the beginning of quarantine. So pretty predictable stuff there. As far as I feel like everyone went through a breakup at the beginning of quarantine. So yeah, that one is just, it was a really tough breakup with just given the situation, and I broke up with this person and felt like the worst person ever. So I was just like, and sometimes you just have to do things for you, and hopefully it ends up being that that's the best thing. And in this situation, it ended up being the best thing for both of us. So
Good.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful. Your voice is always super stunning and awesome.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of almost like Kate Bush going on.
Yeah, that
in
was
your voice.
yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't listened to her in a while, but yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be fully transparent to that song, we were getting breakups on the sound and things. The first song, it didn't happen at all, but this song there was a little bit of like glitchiness. So just a heads up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
tell George to, or not George, tell Greg to get off of whatever he's on. So keep his shit
Okay.
off till the show's done. Damn it, Greg. Just kidding.
Sounds good. I'll let him know.
So Dennis Holsgreen says McKail's one of my faves from time at Full Circle.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Those were good times.
yeah, and then Bonnie said lovely, and Laura said Dad loved this one.
Oh, sweet.
Yay. Again, that's
Awesome.
McKail Seely, everybody. We're going to hop over to Kid Lightning for his second song now, and take it away.
This song is about what it feels like to be an artist in America. Maybe it's different other places, but at least being an artist in America. I dream of planting trees, but when I wake in my memory, I see their roots turn to snakes. That humble mystery of the seed, immortal rock, yet when I wake, I see it bleed. I tried once to understand, but the world turned me away. My faith is with the unseen, but I chose to love also man. Well, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. Yes, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. But God, I'm at odds with the religion of this town. I will forever be beneath Algaic arches, marveling at our blue epistemology. That great tectonic shift that broke the rib and birthed this earth, this garden we call Eve. I tried once to understand, but the world turned me away. My faith is with the unseen, but I chose to love also man. Well, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. Yes, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. And God, I'm at odds with the religion of this town. The lion lay beneath light and gray skies that bring rain to his arid dominion. I'm just a shadow, I can see it in his eye as he turns away to smile at the sky. I tried once to understand, but the world turned me away. My faith is with the unseen, but I chose to love also man. Well, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. Yes, it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. And God, I'm at odds with the religion of this town.
Over.
Lyrics.
Yep.
My God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so
Double
true.
thumbs up. I had chills. Like, this is gonna sound, I don't know, it's not gonna sound like anything, but I had chills for like the first half of the song and they never went away. It was just like a lingering, as soon as you sang the word snakes, it like triggered something in me. It was so weird. It was just like a shiver.
Ew.
Nice.
But it, I always know that's like when obviously you know, vibrate with something. So thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're an artist. It makes sense, you know, when you can kind of tap into what that feels like, and there are not a whole lot of words to describe it. And it's also most of the time that experience is so personal, and what you're sharing is what's responded to most often. So it's like we have this totally different experience that's separate from the artifacts that we create, and the people that interact with the artifacts don't interact with that process. And living that process for such a long period of time to create a single artifact that's a very short period of time is such a bizarre condensation of like everything that is hard to experience, and we just have to reduce it. It's crazy.
Yep.
So it makes sense because like that's what we're all doing.
Very true.
You like a hardcore like mastery of words.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
like the way that you speak and the lyrics themselves, it's like it's like you're just speaking, but it's lyrical, you know what I mean? But it's like that's a serious talent to be able to like take something that could just be a conversation but then make it musical. You know?
Yes.
Super cool.
Yep. I believe they call those wordsmiths.
Yeah.
I
So I
just
should
like
be called Will Smith. Is that what I should be calling myself?
Yeah, Will Smith. Absolutely, you should change. That's what your name should be. No,
Hope it's
dude.
not-
Like when you first played that song for me, like I just because I don't know, we live in Los Angeles, so I was like, you know, like it's the artist's job to be misunderstood. And God, I'm at odds with the religion of this town. I was like, oh my gosh, that's how I've been feeling.
Yeah.
Like in a song. It's crazy. It's very awesome. Let me just jump down these comments really quick. Frank says, nice one. And Laura said, great voice and song. And Carla says, another great song. And then Bonnie said, you completely blow our minds. Friggin' awesome. As an artist, makes me scream and weep. Beautiful dystopia. Aw.
Thanks, Mom.
And then Clark Chimp says, cool artifact.
Slow clap.
Dude, Clark Chimp is a fantabulous commentator. No, but everyone is. We appreciate everybody's comments. We really do. Sincere and creative alike. Again, so that was Kid Lightning. We're hopping over to Chase Petra's second song because I want to keep the music going. So let's do it.
So, this one is a song for our capitalist overlords. And Jeff Bezos, we hope you like it. Check 7.25 an hour hasn't got it yet. That said, it's been real nice working with you, but I totally take issue with nearly all that you do. Hey, this man, so what's A failure in a rigged game. An inclination of the weak, and that's your fucking fault, you see. Ladies, this man's the one. Hey businessman, always after something, wasting time on one thing. Oh, we can't make friends this morning. Maybe thousands pass someone. They're always after something, wasting time on one thing. Well, we can't make friends this morning. Maybe thousands pass someone. Maybe this man so much Hey businessman, what is your plan? Hey businessman, what is your plan?
Yeah. That was one of those surprise endings. Dude, so good. The melody choices are so awesome. I love when I can't anticipate what's coming. That makes me happy. And I also want Evan. I just want you to know I see the mallet to stick switch. All right, and I'm vibing with your changes. I see it,
Yeah.
dude.
You guys are great with like rhythmic. I keep on talking about the rhythm, but the rhythmic changes into different parts. Like Brenda was saying, just having that anticipation is really nice, especially when you're just like, so like music can become so mundane, like if in the pop world, and it's just nice to hear something that's unique.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Definitely agonize about little tiny rhythmic details when we're writing.
I love it. Love that.
It was
Jump in, kid.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you guys how are you feeling about people being more involved in a conversation around the topics that you talked about in that song? Are you like stoked that people are talking about it? Are you kind of like, hey, why weren't you like paying attention to this before? Or what's the vibe of the conversations and stuff that you're having with people around the music?
Yeah, as for like, well, yeah, obviously, I'd say that I'm pretty happy that people are talking about like income inequality more frequently and the evils of capitalism, or at least late stage capitalism, and like I for people that are like just getting invested, like, it's never too late to learn. And I'm just like, yeah, happy that we're talking about it at all.
Like we're all late to the party on various topics, so it's like at least we're fucking here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're new to it, at least you're here, like trying.
Yeah.
We kind of have no other choice as young people, young artists trying to make it
Yeah.
in this country. I mean, like,
There's no time for infighting.
yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what tears movements apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely never too late to change just in general as a individual, and it's never too late to start caring about anything.
Yeah.
Like,
It's such an interesting time also to, like you said, be on the front end of an artistic career in this country in late stage capitalism, because not everybody's doing it, but I'm starting to see it happen. The confrontation with celebrity and how celebrity is kind of related to that aristocracy and how it's kind of related to those inequality gaps. It's really interesting. I hear more musicians from like LBC talking about it than other musicians in other areas, like Hollywood, not so much. But I really appreciate it. Anytime I hear little, breadcrumbs, I love to follow it and see where people are at with where they're writing from. It's always like really hopeful to me. So I appreciate your willingness to talk about it and your willingness to accept other people who are late to the game and thinking about it. I think that's super important.
Also,
Yeah.
the fact that you bring up, I didn't really think about, like, I mean, not that I've never thought about the concept of like celebrity as attached to aristocracy or whatever you want to call it, but like it's interesting because as a musician personally, I think all of us, all that any of us have ever wanted is to be able to pay our bills with music. Like, I just want to like I want to make art. I want it to be valued enough in our society that like I don't starve to death. Like that's
Yeah.
the bottom line. So like celebrity doesn't even cross the mind all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole other game. You know?
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. We always talk about, Will and I, specifically with Will at the helm of the conversation about about like the just society too often looking towards famous people for help, like in times of crisis, in times where it's like, well, so and so can like donate money because they're wealthy and everyone knows who they are, or if so and so shows up at this a women's march, then the march will have more validity, or like, and it's like, at what point do we take away all of our own worthiness by like saying that we can only be saved by all these famous people or by all these wealthy people or etc. Like it has to be
Well, and
us, you know.
powers with the people. You know, like it's not with the individual; it's with the masses, the grander we or whatever.
I think people that are musicians kind of get that more because, like, if you're in a band ever, it's you're immediately introduced to the power of a collective in a way that is like so intuitive and intimate and like immediate that it's very easy to like relate that to the rest of the world. I think it's a real privilege to be a musician for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting observation.
Yeah. Great conversation here. So again, that was Chase Petra. I'm gonna jump into my second song now, just to keep some music flowing at your faces and ear holes. And here I go. So for my second song, I'm gonna do a song called "Rebel Walls," and this is one of the only times that I woke up from sleeping and had been like singing the song in my dream. Which I don't even know what it was. I still kind of don't know what I wrote about, but I just trusted it and just wrote it down and kept it as it was. And I feel like I've pulled my own meaning out of it as time has gone on. And I think I like the idea that anyone can pull their own meaning out of it as well. You know what I mean? Metaphorical music. Break down these rebel walls. Break down these rebel walls. Let the waters set me free. Never have to think about the world outside of me. Tear down these broken halls. Tear down these broken halls. Let the current You won't knife me and you won't gain control. Even if you strip the ocean free of everything we know. See, heaven had sent, you know you should be on your way back home. But you're never going
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you can.
Woo!
That is dreamy. You can feel the dream
Oh
in that.
yeah. Yeah.
It's surreal for sure.
Yeah, it's like haunting.
Yeah. I love that I guess whole third section of the song where you start doing the like
Thank you.
like a sounded like a big old tidal wave or something.
Ooh,
Like
I
some
like
kind
that.
Mm.
I like
And
that.
also a nerdy singer voice teacher thing to say, but I really appreciated those cool sections when you were switching in and out of like your true head voice and then the like yelly part. It was like a lot of cool coordination, and I was like, yes, yes, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I really, really appreciate that. Man, like when I play that song, when I used to play that song and will again play that song live with a band, there's normally like that ending, especially there's a lot of strings going on. Yeah, and they do a lot of like crazy shit, and then like the rest of the song is like more hard until that part, and then it gets kind of like more not classical, but kind of classical, I guess.
I want to hear that. That's
Yeah. But dude, like that's like one of the songs where like I wrote it and I was like, I have no idea what break down these rebel walls means. I have no idea what I was dreaming about. I still don't even remember the dream to this day. I don't remember. I just remember the song. But I was like, as time went on, I feel like it's a political song. It's like it's a completely political, like semi-spiritual song, but I was like, it's like especially about like, you know, like you can't control me, like, or any of us, like even if you like kill the ocean and like take everything away from us, like we're still gonna like stand up, you know, to like ask for the removal of like all of this like weird architecture. As that's what I like interpreted of it like later, and I was like, I think that's what it's about.
It kind of also sounds though like when you say break down these rebel walls, it sounds like I dare you, like I like sounds like try me, bitch. You know?
Hilarious.
That's really cool. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that.
I love that song so much, and because the metaphor is so big, it's like super wide open. Um, what I got from it tonight was, you know, the idea that everybody has like an internal geography. They have like created and curated a world within themselves that they alone experience. And there are like rare moments when you can break down that wall and you can be completely open and completely connected. And that metaphor is really great. that
Wow.
rebellion in and of itself is not the thing that connects people. It's the thing that happens after, the reconstruction, how people have to work together to reclaim what has been
Wow.
broken or removed.
That's
Yeah.
far out.
Uh,
Yeah. I think what I should do is just never say anything of what the song is about ever and just let people like take what they want from it because that's awesome. I like everybody's feelings about it. Is really cool. Marnie Price. Hi Marnie. Marnie's watching. That's a friend of mine. Magenta Rainbow for
Oh, nice.
yeah. Frank just said haunting song. Yesterday came to Paul McCartney in a dream too. That's right. I think you've told me that before. That's very cool. Carlos clapping. Bonnie said, "How do you sing like that? So sure, such profound range, breathtaking work. Thank you so much. That's so sweet." And hi Nicole. What's up, babes? Nicole's watching. Just says great vocal range and I love you and I love you too. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I love singing so much. That's how I do it. That's the answer. I love it, and I've been doing it since I was 5, and I was lucky enough to study with a really great teacher in college, and then just keep exploring from there. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do my job now. Welcome to Circle Up. This is a weekly show. It happens every Monday. It happens at 7. We're doing it till the end of the year for sure. I don't know if I want to do it in January. We'll see what happens. But definitely through the end of this year. This is episode 18. All the other episodes are on YouTube or on our Facebook as well. And we are accepting donations this evening. If you are able to donate like a sandwich worth of money or like a gas tank's worth of money or like, buy baby a new house amount of money, whatever you do you. And you just send that to Venmo's at Brenda Carsey, PayPal's contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Right circle up in the memo section. Everything is going to be split completely evenly amongst the 4 squares that you see on your screen right now. And again, tonight I'm joined by McKail Seely and Kid Lightning and Chase Petra. And we have one more round of music for y'all. So we're going to jump into it right now with McKail Seely.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And
baby.
I was really listening to the lyrics of that last one, Brenda, and I attest to it felt very political. Like everything that you said was what I would have said. So, you
Wow.
know, so
That's
yeah,
cool.
we're on the same wavelength there.
Yes, baby.
So I'm gonna play yet another love song because that is the theme for myself this evening / COVID situation. So yeah, what is this one called? I can't remember. What is it called? Oh, no. So, here we go. How does it start? Come to me, lyrics. I know the second verse, but I can't remember the first. Come to me. It's always that. It's always. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, what is the first line? I'm so sorry, guys. It's gonna bother me. Um, oh my gosh, this is so obnoxious. Guys, can someone else go?
You're
I'm
so
like,
funny. Yeah, we
I
can
can't
switch
even
it
think of.
around. You're so funny. I
Yeah,
love it.
someone else start. Will, can you start and I'll figure out my crap?
Yeah, we
Jeez.
can switch it around. That's okay. I was gonna say too. Woo! I'm getting some feedback. I also so when you did your first song, Mikkel, was the phone slightly farther away from you now than it is currently, or has it been in the same place the whole time?
Yeah, I could back up a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna try that. But yeah, Kid Lightning, everybody.
Thank you.
You guys didn't expect it, huh? We keeping it on our
Keeping it
toes.
on our toes.
This is a song that's about the Salton Sea and how the Salton Sea represents to me how everything changes and oftentimes really quickly and not always immediately for the best and maybe not always for the best. But that's okay. That's just the way it is. Another Persepolis of mid-century West, broken shacks at the edge of a dried-up sea. They stand like ruined temples to a long-lost God, long-lost promises, old abandoned hopes and dreams. Sentiments that turn to salt now season a scorched white earth. Some clingers on those still remain. They slide through the tattered shadows worn sheer by neglect and study me with vulture curiosity. Well, change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. I descend into this jewel box city, high-rise housing for the orphaned hearts. They're looking for their parents in the steel and the glass. Something tells them this all should last. Rust blood stains on the gutter spouts, clocks strum against the rain. Anxious love, cogs and brains. Willingness like a salmon run, suited in the street, except that there's no river or no sea. I'm a man of constant wonder. Well, change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering.
Hot damn, hot fingers.
Hot damn.
I gotta know what changed.
What?
Like what changed? Like what made you write that song? Like what changed for you?
I was
Everything.
just looking at the looking at the world, experiencing the world, and recognizing that any moment when I felt like I was going into self-pity or I felt like helpless or hopeless, it was just because I was confronted with a change that I was refusing to accept. And then I was like, well, what other stuff is like that? And I'm like, oh, everything fades, everything disintegrates, everything is like operating from this place of like change, and whether we're willing to see it or not is often what determines how we look at the world, how we feel the world.
Or if we can be happy at all, too, for that
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Amen. We also just he wrote that originally, I think, as a poem right before we had gone to Salt and Sea together. But it's really funny hearing. So we went to Salt and Sea. Oh shit, that was like 2 months ago now. Wow. And that was my first time going there as an adult. I went there when I was a kid, and it was such a traumatic experience for me. Like I hated that place so much. But it's really interesting listening to the first verse of that song now, having been there and being like, wow, it's just because I've heard him play that before. It just took on a whole new meaning for me tonight. And then the second verse is about LA, though, right? Not the Salt and Sea.
Yeah, the jewel box city.
High-rise houses for the orphan hearts makes me, that line is insane.
Looking for their parents in the steel and the glass. Something tells them this should last.
Yep.
Every time I hear like somebody whining about their situation, I'm kind of like, really? You expect somebody else to change that for you? Or like, maybe communicate better with people you love or something.
Yes. Dude, Clark Chimp says, Kid Lightning strikes 3 times. Resistance is futile. And Laura Seely says another great thumbs up emoji. And then Robert says solid imagery. I like that song. And Bonnie said, I just lived it. Great song. Clark Chim said, yeah, change, man. That's why surfers are so mellow about everything. They know how to ride the waves. Oh, God. Oh, my God, I know. Hey, Clark. You having a good night, man?
Yeah.
McKail, are you ready?
I'm ready. It's
Let's do
just
it.
ridiculous, but thank you, Will, for stepping in.
Yeah. We're professionals. We're ready at the drop of a hat. That's what a professional is. You ready to play? Turn it on. Here we go.
Right.
No, just kidding.
I know. I gotta be speedy like Kid Lightning.
No. Are you ready, baby? Take it away.
Yeah, I'm ready. All right. Nothing you say can weigh down. Everything me out. I only wanna hear what's on your mind. Even if I've heard it a thousand times. It's not that many. I've seen enough that if you're staying ready, then you should probably go. 'Cause I know it ain't working out. I wanted you to be the one for me. If you know that we ain't working out, what makes you think that we could ever be? I want a love that lasts forever. Is that reality? 'Cause I know we ain't working out. Guess I'll find another next same thing. Oh, now I'm gonna scrub on this one. Here we go. Don't know what I want, but you keep it interesting. Let's put this record on and listen. I thought I could be patient, track by track. If what I want isn't one, cause I know we're out. I wanted you to be the one. And if you know that we are working out, makes you think that we could ever be. Darling, I want a love that lasts forever. Is that reality? 'Cause I know we ain't working out. Guess I'll find another next same thing. I want you to be my fantasy. Baby, it's me, baby, it's me. Looking for the next same thing. Oh, I want you to be my fantasy. Oh, baby, it's me, just looking for. 'Cause I know we ain't working out. I wanted you to be the one for me. And if you know that we ain't working out, what makes you think that we could ever be? I want a love that lasts forever. Is that reality? 'Cause I know we ain't working out. Guess I'll find another next same thing. Oh, I want you to be my fantasy. Baby, it's me, looking for the next same thing. Next same thing. Oh, the next same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's totally
excited.
possible. It's totally real. You could have a love that could last
Oh.
forever.
Is it real?
Aw.
It's not looking good. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw. It's totally, it's like, it's definitely, it's rare, but it's real.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll say that.
definitely. Definitely. I feel that.
Yeah.
Appreciate the hope.
But
Well,
man, I always every song I'll be like, great voice, great songwriter. It's
oh,
like
thanks.
every time on repeat. Great voice,
Oh,
great
thanks.
songwriter.
No, I'm like, I gotta get some of this this Brenda Carsey Will poet energy. Like y'all need to. I just need to like sit with you while you write songs because I would love to write more like poetry like based stuff, but it's just like I'm so blunt that it's so hard for me.
I think it's amazing, dude. You should write from the heart and write what's honest and sincere for you. And if like where you're at right now is love songs, then that's what the fuck you do. Because like
That is
girl, you know my music. I have like a whole album that's just pain and broken-hearted love songs. Like that's just now, it's just where this is where you are right now, and that your writing expresses that truth.
totally, totally, yeah, true. You can't, yeah, you can't really steer the ship like you can, but you can only steer it so much.
Yeah. So Laura said, "Great song, love you."
Ah, I love you, mom.
And Bonnie says, "Good, solid song, way to go."
Oh, thanks, Bonnie.
And Frank is clapping, and Nikali
So,
says, "Brava."
thank you guys.
So that's McKail Seely once again, friends, and we're not just done yet. We got 2 more songs, so stand by. So right now we have Chase Petra. Are you ready?
We're super ready.
Rad.
Also, this next song is called Standby.
Yeah.
Should tell them what's stuff.
What is it about? Politics? Donald Trump?
What's new?
What else is there to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Up your things, sleep quietly with the legacy of drinking, and she's
Oh, so good. Seriously, like backwards old school ideologies that are running the show right now are just make me depressed actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But
Those songs
man,
are also
did
about,
you say what
those
did you
songs
say?
are also kind of about heartbreak if you think about it.
That's true. Did you say we are young and we are bleeding? Did I make that
Yeah,
up?
no,
No,
it's,
that's right. Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
idea what I say.
You say we are young and we are bleeding from the wounds that you inflicted.
Now it's time
No.
to admit you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That would just be so tremendous to have uh, a society in which admitting that you're wrong is supported and okay. And that you don't shrivel away into like a tiny little sack for saying that you messed up.
Yeah, you say I messed up and then you grow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope one day that can be celebrated on a
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like it's celebrated in our small circles that we have on social media, kind of like our own little echo chambers of what we already believe in,
Right,
or
yeah.
our you know, our interpersonal circles. But I really hope that can be the vibe.
Of the
Yeah. I mean, it's gotta, for, in my opinion, I work with children. I've worked with children for like a decade or more, but I feel like it's gotta start with that, because I think like learning things and having to memorize stuff and all that shit, like we have to do it, but like I feel like from like our sports to like school and everything else, like everything is that you have to be the best and you can't mess up, and if you mess up you get like an F, and then you have to feel like shit about yourself and like whatever. Like it's like if we could figure out a way to teach and like encourage like memorization, encourage like a well-rounded education, all those things that make us like good people and able to like communicate to all different sorts of people, without shaming people for not being perfect, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's all
I think that we'd have better adults, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree entirely.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Clark, I swear to God. Clark says, okay, first of all, are you ready for this? He said, you, ooh, 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 guys rock.
Thank you.
And then he also said, validation is the new black. Okay.
Damn.
And then Frank said, solid groove.
Thanks, right?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome too. I love you guys. I think you are such a wonderful group of 3 human beings, and not that we've spent a lot of time together, but I love your music, and I had a good time tonight, and I had a good time that other time when I met you in real life too. So all in all, I assume, that you're probably good people from just that. I just,
You know,
Right there.
yeah, you are also a great group of 3 people.
we are. Wow.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. I think we can all attest for one another. I think McKail's pretty cool.
Oh.
So if I think it, it has to be true. And I think Will's pretty cool too,
Yeah.
Facts.
Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. Really quick, Clark says, actually, besides the music, I think what I like most about your stream is the rehearsal studio background noise of the band playing next door. He said it's a vibe. Luckily, when you guys were playing though, I couldn't hear them.
Oh, good.
So that's cool. Yeah, they kind of like canceled it out or something. So that's Chase Petra, everybody. I'm going to play my last song now and jump into this one. So here I go. I'm doing it right now. So for my last song, I'm going to do a song called Extrovert, because primarily just because I'm trying to play different songs every week. And I haven't played this one in a really long time. So this is about being an extroverted person and how they have just as many problems as introverted people. The end. Little lady floating around like a butterfly, a timepiece with a curious gleam in her eye. Always on the go, always on the road, not a thing that can stop her. Excuse take a minute, open up your eyes. Looks so deceiving, she is fleeing from a broken life. The cover looks tough, but she's had enough, and no one seems to realize it's a curse. Extrovert, they confuse it for confidence. Big mistake, they don't take time to see that you need them. They assume you're always being you and always out doing something. Don't realize we cry inside. Extrovert, your curse hide in plain inside. Extrovert, your curse hide in plain inside. Human, but with skin made of granite. She'll just enough to fill your cup, but she won't let you in. But she'll talk you up, tell you just enough, so you feel like you know her. Excuse me, take a minute just to ponder. Strong folks aren't always lost in a wonder. Look past the smile, she's in denial. What she needs is a true friend. It's a curse, extrovert, they confuse it for confidence. Big mistake, they don't take time to see that you need them. They assume you're always being you and always out doing something. Don't realize we cry inside. Extrovert, your curse hide in plain inside. Extrovert, your curse hide in plain inside. I don't expect you to dive inside your smarts. Have some empathy, I'll tell you where to start. Oh, just because her face is strong and her posture is tall, that doesn't mean she doesn't need some true connection from the heart. It's a curse, extrovert, they confuse for confidence. Big mistake, they don't take time to see that you need them. They assume you're always being you and always out doing something. Don't realize we cry inside. Extroverts, your curse hide in plain inside. Extrovert, your curse hide in plain inside. Something like that. Aw, thanks, guys. That's my like super pop song that I will never record and have on an album ever, but I play it because I'm a songwriter, so why not?
Yeah. Okay, I've never heard anybody write a song about that, and I think that's badass. Yeah.
Thank you. That's so fun.
I think you should record it because and with the piano because it's like such. And I'm gonna be that asshole that you talked about earlier, Brenda. That basically I'm just saying like the dichotomy with the piano and the pop song, and then that like very Brenda bridge. It's a nice blend of things. I really like it.
I like the Brenda Bridge.
Brenda bridge.
Dude, like I feel like because the thing is like, so I was supposed to record an album this year. Will's heard this story so many times, but I was supposed to record an album in like the spring of this year, and you know this year happened, and I want to record it with like a room full of a bunch of people. I don't want to do like little sessions and do it through the computer and stuff. So I put it off. But point of my story is like I only have so much money for said album. And like that song Extrovert, and like there's like 4 other songs that as much as I'd love to have it, like then I'd have a 16 track album. and I like have to make vinyl for this album because like I did a crowdfunding thing, and I like that's one of the things. And I was like, I can't. My songs are like 5 minutes long. I can't fit 16 songs on a double vinyl. Like it'll be too long. So it has to be like 12 songs. And that song, I was like, that's like old school 2000s Britney Spears R&B that somehow is still within me. That I'm like totally, you know, that's what it feels like to me. It's like old school stuff.
I like old school.
Or
I like.
or I can
Give
sell
it
it
to
to
me.
Megan Trainor and she can change
There
it
you
and
go.
modernize it, and that's fine with me.
Make
Someone
There
else
you
can
go.
have it.
There you go.
Yeah, someone else could have it. Frank just posted piano and a bunch of emojis that I won't describe. Laura Seely says, I miss seeing you all in person. Thank you for putting on this show. Soon we will all see you again in person by the fire, on the beach, listening to your wonderful music and voices. Hang in there. Thank you so much. I know. We just talked about that the other day, Laura, just so you know, if you're still there. Will and I remember. So Laura's McKail's parents or mom, and this one time we had like, they did like a bonfire and they had their RV, and we all like played, you know, acoustic music around this bonfire and had s'mores and like snacks and stuff. It was so fun. And
On
yes,
the beach. So fun. Yeah. Yeah. That was
yeah.
great.
Thank you. My mom said, great song. Thanks, Mom. Bonnie said, I love the song, moved me so much. Oh, that's so sweet. She said, I wish I could hear you in person. We'll have to play next time we come to San Diego. We could totally do that. Clark said, woo, now we know. Release it as a single. Extrovert. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Record that song. My mom said, enjoy the show, everybody.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
Hi,
one more
Brenda.
time. One more time before we sign out, I again want to say that we will be back next week and the rest of the year, Mondays at 7 here on Facebook. All the past episodes, this is episode 18, are on YouTube as well as Facebook. And again, we are accepting donations this evening via both Venmo and PayPal. Venmo's at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Right circle up in the memo section. If you click see more and expand the description section of this live video, you'll see every single thing that you need to see, as well as all the artists' Instagram and Facebook pages. I encourage you all to like and follow and do all those things for everybody. And again, we had McKail Seely. She'll wave her hand for you. And we had Kid Lightning. And we had Chase Petra. I know. which is Hunter and Brooke and Evan. Can you see him? He's there. And yeah, thank you all so much. We'll just say goodnight now. So bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Yay.